Hey everyone, I'm Malia. I have the Instagram Diary of a Makeup Junkie, and I just started a new blog about makeup. Yes. So I'm going to give you some of my favorite go-to products and fall essentials for 2015. And these are just the products that I frequently use. A lot of the time I change my makeup routine like every time, but there's some products that I usually stay with, and these are it. So I hope you enjoy. First, I guess we can start with foundation. I'm just gonna say my ultimate foundation is the Urban Decay Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. It is the best for the price. I've used a lot of different foundations. My backup, or when I want a more dressier look, is the NARS Luminous All Day Luminous Foundation. And so, but that's really when I want to show out. But this is a great natural look. I'm wearing it right now as I have a natural look. Sew me out because it's homecoming. So I'm gonna do my hair and makeup way later, and I'll have that video for you guys. And so this is really good. I have oily skin, so this doesn't cause me to break out. Honestly, I feel like it helped my skin because I used to use MAC, and if you struggle with acne, you know that MAC is not your friend. So this is really good for a natural finish. If you want it to be matte, you could use a primer. A really good mattifying primer I use is Becca Cosmetics. I think it works really well. Just put your foundation on very quickly because it will dry and then it will get all flaky and it's just not cute. So this is my favorite foundation, and it is in number 7. Is my concealer. I wanted a concealer that will work really well with my foundation for when I highlight, so I use also Urban Decay. It is the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and in the color medium light. This is not my skin tone. It is about 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. It provides me with the boost. I do put a concealer underneath it to cover up the dark circles, and I sometimes color correct with the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector. So then I put the dark circle corrector on, and then I put this on, and it covers the bags under my eyes because college is really tough. And now, my contouring brush. So before I get into the brush, I'll get into what I contour with. Usually I use the Tarte concealer in Deep. It's okay. Not really for my skin tone, so I just found this because I have the Tarte and I sort of spent a lot of money on it. I didn't want to buy another really expensive concealer, so I went to Rite Aid and I got Black Opal and Beautiful Bronze, and you can see it right here. This is what it looks like on my skin tone, so it's a little darker, and I used it and it's really good. It's what I contoured with today, so even if you want it to look natural, it still will look very natural, and it's really good for women of color because their shades at Black Opal really match your skin tones really well, and they don't look like too much. It really blend it well with my Urban Decay foundation. And then I use this. This is Real Techniques brush. I think the number is 301 or something. I don't know what it's called, but it is a special brush. As you can see, it's rose gold. It's not expensive, but it looks like it is. But I just got it from Ulta. If you know, Real Techniques is not an expensive brush brand. So I use this to blend out my contour, and it's really good because it's sort of firm, but then it's still soft. So you can blend really, if you want a fine line, and then you could still smudge it out. So this is really what I like to blend my contour with. One of my favorites. And now we're gonna stay on the theme of contouring, and we're gonna do Anastasia. So I know a lot of people use this. It is the powder, light to medium. I mean, there's so many reviews on YouTube about why this is such a great palette. It really is. It solves so many problems in one. My best friend got it for my birthday. Well, because I begged her to. Well, commanded. And so I use mostly the banana shade under my eye, and then I use this to highlight right here, my T-spot. And then I use mostly these two bronzers, not really this one, especially this one on my forehead and then this one on my cheekbone. But I really just mix both of them to get a really good shade in. And this works really well. You do have to learn how to use it if you don't know how to highlight and contour. So watch as many YouTube videos as you want, because it does get tough. And if you know, setting your concealer is the key to making your look last if you contour and highlight. So, but you don't have to be a pro. You do have to learn. And I'm gonna give you some of my new favorites. I have a blog, A Diary of a Makeup Junkie, and one of my first posts is about ColourPop cosmetics, because I found them a long time ago on Instagram. Every Instagram girl has them, and they are amazing, and I saw the looks and I wanted them myself, so I got it. So I'm just gonna briefly go over these lips. I won't go over each one individually, I'll just say what they are: Lax, Beeper, and Trap. So these are liquid matte lipsticks. They are not lip glosses, but they're really great if you moisturize, dry your lips, exfoliate. They will look good and they last. They really do. They're really pigmented and I love them. And they're only $6. Their cosmetics are super cheap. And they're based in LA, which is where I'm from. So thought I'd support California people. And I also got this highlighter in Wisp right here. It is really good. I wanted a highlighter that is a little bronzy but still gives me the shimmer, and I really like it. I put it on my cheekbones, and then I take an eyeshadow brush and I will just put it right here on my T-spot, right there, and it really highlights the bones. This was $5, so you really don't break the bank with ColourPop. And then I have this blush called Cruel Intentions, also from ColourPop. It is really good. It's like a deep pink, almost purplish, and I really like it for fall, especially because you're trying to go for like warmer colors. So then you want like a pink to really not make you look pale and like a doll, but it really goes well because I wear darker lipstick and darker eyeshadow a little bit. So I sort of want a darker cheek, and I really like this color. Usually I use a more peach coral pink blush from Tarte with like a little shimmer. This doesn't have shimmer, so this is like different for me, but I still really like the darker color. And eyeshadow, buxom. So this is literally my go-to palette for everything. I do have like a ton of palettes that I use, but this is really like my palette that I have 4 very shimmery shades in this, so most of my lids come from this palette. I use other mattes to blend my creases in other palettes, but this is basically where I get my look. And an amazing part about this palette is that I made this, and all I had to do was go to Sephora. I pick these 6 shades, and you get the case, you go to the teller, $40, you just created your own palette. So I really like that idea because, you know, if you buy palettes a lot, sometimes you know that you're gonna buy a lot of the same colors, very similar. Like I have so many like same browns, and black is almost in every palette, and like you just don't need 500 blacks. You only need like 2. So I really like that I could choose what color I put in my palette, and I chose these. And I really like this burnt red to warm up my crease, and then just a solid matte brown, because the matte brown I was running low on, so I was like, why not pick it up? So I'm actually thinking about getting another buxom palette and creating one. So I will let you know what colors I choose. But this is a great thing. $40, it's all yours, and you create it. And lastly, this eyeshadow primer potion, also by Urban Decay. Obviously, I love Urban Decay. This is life. This primes your lid. I also, if you are doing like a smoky eye or like something with like a very matte color, I would also put a concealer on top of this and lock it in. Maybe like a gel liner if you're using black. but this is really good. If you really seep it into your skin and then blend it out, this will literally make your eyeshadow stay and all look good. And it comes on translucent basically, so it works for all skin tones. And yeah, so please subscribe to my channel, and if you guys have any videos you want, and I will keep you updated on what's hot, what's not, and yeah.